I am Lisa, and this is my channel, Cross by Floss, where I chat about my love of cross-stitch, as well as life blabbings and some plant life thrown in, and all the things. So if you are new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see and or hear, and click the subscribe button and the bell and all of the things. I don't normally say that in my videos, but I guess maybe I should. I don't know. And then if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and watching. I know that there's tons of YouTubers to watch, or Flosstubers to watch, and more coming all the time. That is so wonderful to see. And so thank you so much for coming back and watching me. You know how much I appreciate you. So today I got life blabbings. I've got some, I have some stitching, and then I have some haul and yeah. So how about life blabbings first? Because that's kind of what I do first. So if you are not interested, you can fast forward until you see me hold up some cross stitch. All right, so today is Sunday, August 15th. I don't know where the time is gone, but August 15th already. Mr. G comes home tonight. He has been on the road for almost 3 weeks, and so I'm excited that he's coming home, and he'll be home for just a few days, and then back out on the road. So I'm taking a couple of days off, so I get to actually spend them with him. And but on Tuesday I have a fun meetup with some gals that was already in the works. So when I had told him, well, I already have a date on Tuesday, and he was like, does that mean I should leave? I was like, no. And he is like, well, maybe I'll just get back on the road. You know, if you're not going to be home, I'll start working. I'm like, no, don't be silly. Take a couple of days off. You haven't been home. Still have to do the laundry and do the shopping, and I need you to do some Mayan stuff around the house. He doesn't know that yet. But yeah, so that's happening. Tonight we're having family dinner, and so that's gonna be fun. And we're also something a little special. Rhea and Odin, our puppies, who are not really puppies anymore, are turning 6 tomorrow. So we are going to celebrate their birthdays, and tonight with a little something yum yum. And so that will be fun. One of the things that I did do, though, that I thought was really cool. So I don't know if you've ever heard the story of how Odin and Rhea came to be in our house, but super quick. My daughter was going to school, and one of her classmates had and I don't remember who was who, but a Dane and a Mastiff, and they had bred them before. I think that this was their second litter, and they were in the process of, you know, putting feelers out to sell the puppies and that kind of thing. And so my daughter, you know, said to me, well, Mom, we've been wanting a big dog for a while, and, you know, the mom and the dad are beautiful. And I was like, yeah, okay, you know. And so she took her younger brother with her. And shortly after they got there, you know, I received this lovely picture of my 2 children holding 2 dogs with the caption, "Can we keep them?" Of course, I'm going to not say no. So thankfully they didn't have 3 puppies in that picture. That would have been a different conversation. So for 5 years, they both were in my house, and I have a good size house, but with the 2 of them running around, you know, Odin's a big boy. He's more Dane. He's got more of a Dane body. And the Mastiff face, he's so cute. And but on his hind legs, he's 6 feet, over 6 feet tall, and he's 120 pounds. His sister, who is a little shorter, and is much more tubular, she has the Mastiff body with the Dane face, and she's definitely Mastiff body. She's very tubular. and she weighs just a little more than her brother. And yeah, when those two would barrel up or down the stairs and around you, and they both thought that they were small, you know, they both think that they're small and that they can fit in tight spaces and whatever. Plus Odin's tail, it's like a weapon. It is truly a weapon. It has left bruises. It breaks glass. It will take out anything that is at his level, you know, so yeah. But one of the really cool things is there is a company here called Glass Baby. They have stores in Washington and Oregon. And there's a really cool story about how this company came to be. So if you are interested, just, you know, Google Glass Baby or glassbaby.com, I think is her let's see, is it? Yes, glassbaby.com. So that's the name. And anyways, I won't go into the long story because it's long, but for the month of August, they are doing a special on these beautiful votive holders or candle holders, and they're super heavy. Like, they are hand blown glass, beautiful products they have in their stores. And I have been a supporter of Glass Baby really since she started the company. And so once a year I try to buy a Glass Baby or donate in their name to the communities that they support. And so for the month of August, they are supporting two area animal shelter rescue areas. So $3 from each one of these holders is going, from the sale of these, is going towards that charity. And so there was one for cats and one for dogs. And my daughter and I struggled because they're both beautiful. But ultimately we did pick the dog one, and it is called Wagging Along. I was kind of hoping that we would pick one of each, but both her and I liked the exact same. These are definitely my colors, as are hers. The cat one is more like gray blue, and it's very, very beautiful. But the thing about these candle holders is, so you see how it looks, right? So there's different shades of, and this is not, I mean, in real life they are, yeah, beautiful. But you know, and each one of them is different. Like mine has this beigey taupey color, just very lightly around certain areas. And you know, some of them will have more, some of them will have less. Like they're all different because they are hand blown. And but the thing about these is when you put a candle inside it and light it, the color that comes through, like it becomes this, it's beautiful. It's golds, and just the light that shows through is just, they're beautiful. Like I can't even, yes, they are a little bit of money, but they're so beautiful. But along with, and this is the special part, along with not only that these are just, you know, being done for, I think that they're just being done for August. I don't know if you can get them after that. I don't know. They do that. They do special ones and then you don't see them again. But you could have your pet's name or whatever you wanted engraved on the bottom. And so my daughter and I chose, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. We chose the dog's name and the date of their birth on the bottom. And so, you know, Ray has the same, but instead of the dots, I chose to put dots in between Odin's birth date. She has the slash. So anyways, it is a great company who supports local charities within Oregon and Washington. And I think that they do a little outside as well. But really great company, and I love supporting. All right. What else? Mr. G, family dinner. This week I had my face done. My daughter is going through beautician or esthetician school, and I'm her guinea pig. And now that they have kind of graduated one level, they're now in the spa side of the school now, and so it's a different area that we get to go to, and they do more specialized things now. And so this last time that I went, it was microdermabrasion, and actually it was lovely, you guys. Like, my skin was so lovely. And when they're doing it, you know, they take out the little filter and you show your client what it looks like and everything. Mine was so clean, you guys. They were all hoping that like somebody would have like something, you know, to, okay, this is what your skin looks like. You need to really, you know, up your products. You need to clean your face better, you know, that kind of thing. She couldn't get that from me, even though I don't do those things. But somehow my skin's still, I don't know. She's taking credit because, you know, she's doing something on my skin almost every week. And I'm like, yeah, but then I go home and I don't wash off what she got going on my face that night. I'm horrible. And then my plant update. I mean, I bought more. Nothing's died. I went to Lowe's and I kind of laughed because I'm doing the indoor and the outdoor plants, and the outdoor plants I'm struggling with, and probably because, well, I don't know why. I don't have a green thumb, and we had that really bad heat wave last month, and you know, all my plants were kind of new, and so yeah. But the perennials, so I'm hoping that they'll come back next year. I've been kind of babying them along. But Lowe's has their fall plants out now, and they're clearancing all of their summer plants. So I got some great stuff. Here I am all over the floor. I've got like some outdoor plants, you know, and I'm like trying to figure out which ones were less dead, so that, again, they're perennials. So hopefully, you know, if you cut them back and water them and plant them properly and everything, hopefully they come back. And I don't know. I'm just hoping. But for the price, I was like, okay, well, I'll try, and it will, you know, make my garden look fuller. And for the time being, and hopefully they'll come back. But I got some beautiful like daylilies for like $4 in big pots, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, we'll try them. We'll try. And so I've got to plant those. We're kind of in the middle of a heat wave-ish, sort of. It's high 80s, low 90s right now. I think we're at 87 right now. And it's mid-morning, so we'll see. But I'm not going out in this heat to plant them. So every night, okay, my neighbors already think I'm crazy. Like, most Mondays, they all see me in my house coat or my jammies, you know, going out to the garbage and the recycle and putting them out to the curb and doing the things, right? But, so, like, seriously, what is it about, I said this to my daughter the other day, what is it about the neighborhood? Like, for 10 minutes, there were no cars, there were no people walking, there was no nothing, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I gotta run to the mailbox, which is just down, it's next door on the corner. And so I need to go and do that, right? So I'm in my jammies and my house coat. And wouldn't you know it, all of a sudden the neighborhood becomes real busy real fast. And I'm like, oh, for real? And then the other night, I'm out at 10:30 at night. 10:30 at night. And I'm it's dark. And, you know, I've got all the lights on and everything, and I'm out there watering my plants. And, I mean, you would think that there was a party in my neighborhood or something. All of a sudden, all the dog walkers were out, and my neighbor across the street also decided to take that opportunity to water his plants as well. So, you know, we're doing the wave and hi, and then like all the teenagers, I guess, that were coming home from curfew or whatever. So. So here's a little old lady in the neighborhood in her house coat, you know, watering her plants. Seriously, they all think I'm crazy. And the sad thing is it's not sad. But my house is like, it's the house that you see at the end of the street before you can turn right or left into whatever cul-de-sac, right? And so it's not like I live in the end of a cul-de-sac that nobody comes in. No, I'm right on the main thing where you have to, you know, you see my house. Every time, you guys, I'm like, okay, 3 minutes, you know, it'll all be good. No, that's when the neighborhood gets super busy. Anyway, okay, so speaking of mail, I got some happy mail, and so that was really exciting. So, the first one, where is the first one? I received a thank you card from one of my viewers, and for something that she had won a while ago, and a really sweet note inside. So thank you so much. That it makes my day. It just makes my day. And speaking of, I do owe some people a couple of items from previous giveaways, and I've not gotten to the post office yet. I don't have any postage, and I've got to go, and I haven't got there yet. So that's on my list this week. So I'm gonna get there. So it's coming, you guys. But the other thing is that Daylene from So Grateful was having a giveaway, and one of the giveaways that she had was for these awesome thread milk floss tags, thread holders, thread keeps. There we go, Lisa, and a floss tag, floss ring, and I was the winner. I was so excited that she pulled my name, and so that came, and so this is what they look like. They're so cute, you guys. Like, oh my goodness sakes, these are so cute. And these are the Christmas ones. So it came with this beautiful floss tag, floss ring, and a little jingle bell, and then there's a charm back here. There we go, with a tree on it. So threadmilkdesign.com is the website that you can go to if you would also like some of these awesome thread rings, floss rings. So that was really nice. And then in the package also was some additional charts that she put in, and one of them was Prairie School of Santa, my very first Prairie School of Santa. So I was so excited for that. I never had one, and I've been thinking maybe I would like to get some for the years that my children were born. So 99, 2000, 2001, and 2000. No, that's not right. Oh my goodness. When were my children born? 1999, 1990, 91, and 92. There we go. 1990, 91, 92, and 99. That's when my children were born. And then my little granddaughter, 2011. So I might try and see if I can get those, because that Prairie Schooler Santa is really beautiful. So thank you, Daylene. It was a nice little bonus in my package, and I appreciate it. All right, so little plant update. Did I do that already? Yeah, I think I did, right? I'm not even working off of notes today, you guys, so it's all up in the air. Okay, how about we get into some cross stitching? I'm sure that you guys would like that. Okay, so for that now, if you're into the cross stitching, let's do it. You guys, I am closing in on a finish. mostly because I have been binge watching All American on Netflix. Bawled a lot in this silly show. I am very sappy. And yes, so I've cried a lot in this show. I am now in season 3, halfway through season 3. And that's all there is on Netflix. However, there's supposed to be a season 4, and I can't wait because I do feel like something bad is going to happen, like something that really needs to be addressed in season 4. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. Each episode is like 50 minutes long, and there's like 18 in each season. So I've been binge watching hard. And while I've been doing that, I have been stitching on Ink Circles Reflections of Canada. So that's what that looks like. You guys, look at this. Look at this. Let me put this in there. It's so close. It's so close. I just have this part up here to do and a little here, and to get this maple leaf over here. You guys, I'm so close. My goal was to have this done by Canada Day. That didn't happen. Then I was like, oh, how about the end of July? That didn't happen. So now I'm closing in to the end of August, and I think I can do it. I think I can do it. So, is this not pretty? It's pretty. Yeah, here, close up. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I love it. I am doing this on, I believe it's an 18 count, just white Aida. Might be antique white Aida. I think it's just white. And I am doing it with Weeks Dye Works Turkish Red, which is one of my favorite reds. And so that is the progress on that one. I'm so excited that that is getting close to a finish, because I have another focus piece I really want to get on, and yeah. Maybe I should stop binge watching shows. I might get more done. Ay. And then, okay, so Whip Go 2021. I've not been doing great in Whip Go. Next year, 2022, and Jessie Marie of Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She is the creator genius behind Whip Go, and I believe she already announced that that she's got plans for 2022. So I'm already thinking about what I want to do for 2022, because this was excuse me, not quite where I had hoped to go. Some of that is just because of life and things happen. But then also some of it was because I wasn't super motivated on the piece that got called. So I need to figure out how I'm going to address that in the future, or just suck it up. But anyways, one of the Whip Go pieces that were called for, or numbers that were called for August, is Margaret Cottam, aged 9, from La Di Da. That's that chart there. That's Margaret Cottam. I believe that this is an out of print chart. I think I've had a couple of people ask about it. I have not been able, I've been able to find it on eBay, but I haven't been able to find it on her site or 123 Stitch. I got this one from a stash unload. So it comes in 3 parts. I'm working on part 1 right now, and I actually got quite a bit done. So this is where I'm at. I finished the border here that was here. I got some of this border done here. I finished this little part here, got all that in, and then started on the letters. And I think I finished the red in that little motif there, pretty sure. So far that's what I've done. My Whip Go is 10 hours committed stitching time, and again, while binge watching All American, I have put in about 8 hours on this, 7.5, somewhere in there. I am using the called for colors, and they are all Weeks Dye Works, and they are beautiful. Those are the colors in the chart, and so I'm getting some really good progress in on this, and I kind of love it. Kind of love it. I am doing this on a, let me see here if I have the information. I do. It is honey, 18 count, and I believe this is it's a Be Stitch Me piece. Brandy's fabrics from Be Stitch Me are fantastic. I'll talk about her in my haul, but she has a website, and if you're not familiar with Be Stitch Me fabrics, you should get you some. The next piece that I worked on is my Mira Monday stitching. There's a hashtag on Instagram called Mira Monday Stitching that I try to keep up on, and so one of the Mondays that I worked on Mira was Enchanted Mermaid, and I love this mermaid. She reminds me so much of, she's just so regal, and I just love her. I am doing this on a 16 count, I think it's called Twilight Blue fabric, or some blue, and that's what I've gotten done. I kind of committed to get her face done on the Monday, and I actually had gotten to there, I think, when I posted it, and it just looked so weird. Like, it looked so weird. I couldn't take it, so I had to continue. So I think I stitched on her on Tuesday as well, and actually got a good majority of her face in. So I am looking forward to getting her out again on some Mira Monday Stitch Day. I probably won't be this coming Monday because I'm not even really rotating my Miras. I'm just picking whichever one says stitch me that day. So the other one that I did is Fairy Flora, and I really do like Fairy Flora. She's so pretty. She is very pretty. And I am doing her on, I believe this is a touch of gray, I believe. 16 count Ada. And I put in a bunch of pink. So, whoopsie. I put in all of this here. You see that? And so there's 3 shades of pink in there. Either 3 or 2, I don't remember. And then did I come over here a little bit too? I don't remember, but I'm actually getting some pretty good work in her. She's got great blocks of color, and so that's so very easy to do. And I really like this chart. Yeah, she's very pretty. You notice that she's a redhead. So I like that. So that was the second one that I did for Mira Monday stitching, and that was all the stitching I got done this week, you guys, or in the last 2 weeks. I really did concentrate quite a bit on Reflections of Canada, and as I've been seeing the progress, I'm so motivated to get to an end. Okay. Okay. So Flosstube face. Have you guys heard this term? But Flosstube face is every time you get on Flosstube, yes, like something happens and you have to like itch your face or scratch your ear or something, like your fingers and face connect at all times. Flosstube face. And you know, I did think about this the other day, and I was like, I think it really only happens every time I try to do Flosstube. I don't notice it when I'm on Zoom meetings. I don't notice it in my daily life. Like, yes, you know, you do because piece of dust or whatever, but it seems to be more prevalent in Flosstubes. Boy. All right, haul. I received my fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me, and it is called Scroll. I am in her neutrals. Yes, I am in her neutrals month or club, and so every month I get a beautiful piece of 18 count Aida. I think I'm going to add. I was gonna say I was gonna change it to 20 count or 22 count, but I think I'm just gonna add, even though I have so much fabric in my stash, it's disgusting. But I can't help myself. Her fabrics are beautiful and her neutrals are just lovely. I mean, her colors are lovely too. But anyways, this one is called Scroll. It is beautiful. It's got some really beautiful, it's almost like a gray plum. I don't know. Colors are not, that was never my area. Artistry was not, I failed Art 101, okay? Like for real, failed Art 101. I think that my art teacher said I was probably the worst student they'd ever seen. It's fine. Stick figures are a thing. I'm also a part of her Floss of the Month, and she dyes these beautiful silks. Gorgeous. And this one is it just called green? Green with Envy is the colors or the theme that she put together. So this beauty here, they're all in greens. This one is called Mojito. This one is Pistachio. This one is Succulent. Yes, please. I have a lot of those. This one is Grass. Not what our grass looks like this year. It's a dead brown. And then this one is Swamp. So really lovely silks. I mean, you guys, not only is Brandy's customer service fantastic, but her products are top notch. Like, I can't say enough about Brandy and her little company. She has a website and it's bestitchme.com, and you can go to that and order things off of there. She's got an Instagram account, bestitchme, and occasionally she does Flosstube as well. So, and that's really fun when she does those. You know, she's super busy with that dyeing all the beautiful fabrics for us and flosses, and so she doesn't do Flosstube as often, but when she does, it's really special. She's also on Facebook. She's got a Facebook group called Be Stitch Me, and she does Friday Fight Nights, where she's got a bunch of fabrics in all different counts, all different colors, and it's a free-for-all, you guys. Like, I don't even go in there anymore. I just buy off on her website, because you gotta have fast fingers, which I do, but yeah, it's really it's Friday night fight night. You gotta get lucky. All right, I think I talked about this in my last Flosstube, but somebody I was watching. Who was I watching? Trixie Tricycle. And she had mentioned that the DMC website had gotten more of their floss books in. And these are the ones that actually have the real floss. It's not a laminate. It's the real floss color. So, and it's in color family, which is lovely. And it's large chart. It's big. It's big. So, I have an old one of these that's, yeah, long time ago. But this one's got all of the new colors. in it, and as well as the variegated flosses, which they did not used to have back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like late 80s, early 90s, when I was getting into cross stitching, and bought one of these. It was considerably smaller. Now when mine came, it's got a little damage on it. It got bent. I'm not super happy, but I mean, let's be honest, it's gonna get bent in my house too. And then in order to get to the free shipping, I needed to buy some more DMC flosses, so I added those to my order. So if you are looking for this, I have not seen them on Amazon yet, but the DMC website does have them. So, and I apologize again, you probably can hear Olden snoring. I mean, he's turning 6 tomorrow. Then I was watching another Flosstuber. You guys are such enablers. I don't remember who I was watching. I apologize. But she mentioned that Victorian Motto Sampler Shop had redone the Thread of the Month Club or something like that. Anyways, I used to be in the Thread of the Month Club. It was not coming, so I canceled my subscription. And she now has an Etsy shop. And so I went on the Etsy shop and purchased not only one of the Floss of the Months, but also some reds. So now these flosses are beautiful. So this was a pack, and it was called Classic Red Roses. And these are all the beautiful flosses that came. And I am doing some red samplers, but I also, I don't want to talk about it too much. I have something that I'm thinking about, and if it's going to work out, I will talk about it in the future and show you what I've done. But I wanted, it's regarding red samplers, but but I want to see if it's going to work out first before I talk about it. So I bought these actually for that purpose, and they're beautiful. And then let me put them back together so I don't lose them and freak out. And then this was limited editions. So this is kind of like the Floss of the Month. Now, maybe she's still doing Floss of the Month. I don't know, but I wasn't getting them. And so I just decided that it would be easier to go on the Etsy shop and purchase. So this was June or July's Floss of the Month. I don't remember. But they're also really, really beautiful colors. So that's what I bought. And if I can remember, I will link the Etsy shop. I mean, it's Victorian Motto. I don't know if it says sampler shop or not. So I will link that down below. So that was that one. And then also I talked about this in my last Floss too, but it hadn't come yet. I am part of a Facebook group called Needlework, Homespun Needlework. I think that's what it's called. I'll link it below. But this Facebook group, designers will design something for a certain store, and then it goes through homespun needlework. Maybe is how it goes. I don't know. Anyways, I joined because Kathy Hopperman had talked about this on one of her floss tubes, and I was like, well, I must have that pattern, and especially more so that it's an exclusive. So so I joined this group so that I could get these exclusive patterns. So The one I'm talking about is a hands-on design, and it's called Tomato Tomato. And it's really funny because depending on which generation in my family you talk about, it is tomato or tomato. So I got a huge kick out of that. And like, it's very weird to hear your family go, do you want a tomato sandwich? Or I'm going to fry up tomatoes tonight. It still happens. So she released this exclusive through a shop, and but then the administrator of Homespun Needleworks, coordinates all of this. So the shop does not. They just do all of the, I mean, maybe I'm getting that all wrong. I don't know. Don't quote me. I really know nothing. I joined to get exclusive patterns, okay? So if you are interested, Needlework Press just has done one for August, and so if you join and can go through the shop, you go through the shop to pay for everything, and then they do your orders, but to ask about your order or to clarify anything, the administrator on the Facebook group is the one that you go to for those things. So anyway, this was a kit. This was a kit, and so everything that you needed came with the kit. I am not going to be able to finish this myself in any way, shape, or form, so I'm going to send it to a lovely finisher. But it came with a floss tag. It came with all of the floss that you need from Weeks Dye Works. It came with some beeswax thread conditioner. It came with pins. It came with all of the finishing supplies, And so in the end, after you stitch it, you're going to get this little beauty here and a tomato. So I was really excited that that came, because I had been seeing for weeks people post theirs and mine hadn't come yet. So I was getting a little nervous, but it showed up. Also, Amazon. I am an Amazon purchaser. Yes, I know it's horrible, but Amazon, I mean, the UPS or FedEx man comes here almost every day. He's like my babysitter. He's making sure I'm still alive, as Mr. G likes to put it. Oh man. Okay, so I really like sulkies. I enjoy working with sulkies, and I have a couple of samplers that I am doing with sulkies, and because Mr. Odin ate one of my reds from my pack of reds, I needed to buy, I didn't need to, I just did, because there's 2 of each of the red color in here, and so I did have another roll of this sulky, but I was like, I mean, once it's gone, because Odin ate the other one. And then they also had a 12 weight, how many yards is this? It's a lot of yards. 300 yards. 300 yards of this one here, and I think that this one is Christmas red. They don't have names on them, but if you go on the Sulky website and type in the color number, they give you a name. And I'm pretty sure that this is Christmas red. And it's so pretty. Like, it is so pretty. And 300 yards will do a sampler, no issue whatsoever. So that's what that one looks like. Is that not pretty? Yeah, that's pretty. So I bought that, and it was like $7 for 300 yards. Yeah. Which is how many meters? Does that say meters? 270 meters. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Right? Yeah, that's right. That's a lot of floss. And because it's one strand, you know, a little goes a long way, like, honestly. And it's also in this one here. Yeah, I think it is called Christmas red. So the 3 numbers that you get in this one is 1147, 1181, and 1169. And they range from like a lighter red or a bright red to a very deep burgundy red. So really lovely. And of course, they always wreck it with putting this sold as a set on it. And then speaking of my plant life, and you know, I did buy more plants. Trader Joe's is really stepping up their plants. I mean, they've always had little plants and everything, but they've been bringing in some bigger plants, at least at mine. And so I got a big plant the other day. It's not a monstera. And for $20, same kind of plant that I would find for $40 or even $50 at Home Depot or Lowe's. So they're stepping up their plant game. I have talked about fungus gnats, especially the plants that I get at big box stores. Oh my goodness, Flosstube face today is bad. I'm gonna try and stop. My fungus gnats have been just incredibly bad. And so I have been buying these double-sided yellow sticky tape things, and they just go in your plant holder. Well, this is Tom and Jerry. It comes as a set, Tom and Jerry. And I just thought that this was real cute. Now these will go in my big potted plants because obviously you can't put this in a small plant and a small pot and make it work. However, this little guy is perfect also for a small plant. So a small pot, because sometimes these bigger ones, like my Yoda, the Yoda that I showed in my last, oh no, that's Pikachu. They can be a little big for some of the smaller, like 4-inch pots. And so this would be a perfect size. So I wish they would just sell this, but no, it comes as a set. But how cute is that? Come on now. Come on now. I am done buying sticky tape for a while. I have a bit, but it is amazing to me how many fungus gnats get put on them. It's kind of gross to me. However, it also did catch a couple of flies too. So yay. Okay, and then the last, I think this is the last of my haul. Garon toten bags. Man, did you guys, okay, so August the 13th, Friday the 13th, they were doing Halloween boxes, right? There was only so many Ada boxes and so many linen boxes. They had well over more linen boxes than they had Ada boxes. I had an alarm set. I had logged in. I was ready to go. And whose internet decided to slow-mo everything? So I got all the way to the PayPal page and did checkout. And nothing was in my cart because it had gotten bought. So almost cried. Almost cried. I was so ripped. I was so ripped. And I kept watching the thing circle and circle. And so now I'm on my phone, right? Trying frantically to like, I should have had it on my iPad, my phone, and my computer. I thought I was safe on my computer, but no. At that moment, Comcast and I, who are not good friends, Comcast decided to slow-mo my internet at that moment. It is fine. It is fine. I am happy for all of you who were able to get one of those luscious Ada boxes. I still like you. Anyway, back of the month. This was August, and of course it came just after I did my last Flosstube video, and they've asked for us not to show it in the community until after August, or the 5th of the month, so that everybody has had the opportunity to see and receive their bags. And so this one was August. How gorgeous is this? I happen to be a huge black and white lover with a pop of color, just the pop of color, and that's exactly what this is, and it is absolutely gorgeous. They're peacocks. It looks like it's kind of a peacocky fabric. Love it. And then the inside fabric with all of these inspirational sayings like wear a smile and think a happy thought, have a great day, hello sunshine, you are special. It's lovely. I love this bag. And I get the smaller bag now. I used to get the bigger bag, but it seems like most of my projects are about this size. So, and my big scrolls for the bigger bags, I don't work off of a scroll that large or a Q-snap that large. And so, yeah. And then Ronnie does a charity bag once a year, and Gary and Ronnie donate to, they were donating to one charity, and now they've expanded that to 2 charities because they're doing wonderful things with their bags, and there's a huge following for their bags. And so Ronnie found this awesome fabric, and this was their charity bag, and I got lucky and got a charity bag. Was not lucky to get a Halloween box, but still a little ripped about it. And then the inside fabric. And so this is a beautiful bag. My grandmother had breast cancer and started actually with this is a PSA, ladies. Always check your armpits and go down to your breasts, because you will find, you know, you can help prevent by early detection, and get your treatment started. And unfortunately, hers was not found quickly, and it actually spread throughout her body. So breast cancer awareness is very important to me, and when I saw this particular bag, I absolutely knew that I had to get it. Cancer is very, very prevalent in my family. My father passed away from pancreatic cancer, which is really a 6-month sentence, unfortunately, for many, and or less. And that was the case with my dad. My grandpa had lung cancer. My aunt had melanoma, and so there's another great aunt had leukemia. So there's a lot of different types of cancers in our family, and so any charity pieces that come out for those, I support fully. And so I was happy that Ronnie had that bag out, and I was lucky to get one, and they are so sweet. I had accidentally, I don't know how it happened, but I accidentally had another bag in my cart, and I just wrote them back and said, I apologize, I don't know how it happened, but you know, this, and I got so excited when I hit the end button, right, and then realized, whoa, did I get 2 of those charity bags? Because if I did, fantastic. But then I looked at my receipt and I'm like, I don't know how that Wisconsin bag got in there. I am not from Wisconsin. I have friends from Wisconsin, but I just asked them if they would be able to refund, and they did. And I said, if you can't, it's totally fine. I'll give it away in my next channel, in my next Flosstube, no big deal. And they very kindly refunded, and they're just, you guys, I know that there's a waiting list for Ronnie's bags, Garon Toten bag, but I tell you what, get on that waiting list, because he makes every effort to make sure that everybody has a bag, and they are the sweetest guys ever. So support small business. All right, you guys, I think that, for goodness sakes, I think that is it. I am looking forward to this coming week. I get to meet with some of my local stitchy friends again, and and then the finisher called me yesterday, maybe the day before, and we talked about some of my finishing pieces, and she is so sweet, and she's going to make those up, and I can't wait to see pictures on those. And when I get the pieces back, I can't wait to share them with you, because I'm so excited with what we talked about and what she's going to do. And yeah, I'm so excited. In fact, I'm so excited I've already looked through my pieces to give her more. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. But to get together with some stitchy friends in real life and be able to sit in a circle with all these ladies and talk and eat and stitch, of course, and just do all the things together is going to be just so much fun. And then Wednesday, I'm taking the day off after a meeting. I have a scheduled meeting to need to go to. But then Mr. G and I will get to spend the whole day together, unobstructed, with absolutely nothing going on as a distraction. So that will be nice before he goes away on Thursday back to on the road. And then my youngest is coming up the next weekend, and so that'll be nice to see my baby again. Haven't seen him for a little while, about a month, and 3 weeks, a month, something like that. And yeah, we're just keeping on, making sure that the air conditioning is still working, because whoo, it's hot here. It's hot. I apologize if you're in the heat and don't have air conditioning. It is the best purchase that this house ever got. So, yeah, other than that, I hope you all have a really fantastic couple of weeks. I am hoping that next weekend I come back and do a stitch with me. I've got a couple of charts that I want to start very badly. First, I really need to get Reflections of Canada done. So that is my focus piece. On Monday, not only will we be celebrating Rhea and Odin's 6th birthday, but it's also Mirror Monday stitching, and a new mirror comes out today. We might see it either today or tomorrow. So that's exciting. I can't wait to see what it is. And because on the 15th of the month, Mirabilia's every other month does a Mirabilia, and then every other month she does a Nora Corbett design. So there's something every month in either Mirabilia or Nora Corbett land, and that's fantastic. Can't wait. But I will be choosing whichever Mira for the next two of them, for the next two before we get together again. And then Sarah and Mary, so Mary Ashcraft and Sarah Memphis Sarah E on Flosstube, both their Flosstube names. I also think that that's their Instagram names. But Sarah invited me for September 1st. Her and Mary are going to start the Mirabilia Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy. And because Sarah actually enabled me to buy that pattern, which you can't find. I don't think it's discontinued. They just can't find they can't get the all the stuff to make a kit. And so I think, or maybe it is discontinued, I don't know. But I got lucky and found somebody who had one left, and so she shipped that off to me, and because of that, I am going to join both Mary and Sarah, and anybody else who has that pattern, please, September 1st is when we're all going to start that pattern. So they'll probably get way more progress in it than I will, but I'm excited to do that with them. And other than that, that's it for me. So I hope you all have a really wonderful couple of weeks. Stay safe and healthy. Wear your mask in public. And I will see you for sure in 2 weeks. And if you'd like to join me for a stitch with me, hopefully next weekend that will happen. All right, until then.